Okay, so now what? Blizzard, you've nerfed the dungeons. The density is now where it ain't supposed to be. What am I supposed to think here, man? What am I supposed to think here? You said you want us to play our way, play our classes however we want to. Just know there's always going to be a meta and there's always going to be a better way of doing things. And what you did is kind of hobble yourself. The treasure dungeons or the treasure cave, the loot caves that we call them or something like that, whatever, were efficient ways of getting loot and us being able to actually play the game in an efficient kind of way. And time is precious, Blizzard. Okay? Time is very precious. And by you doing this, you make it seem like you don't value our time. Okay? The game is great. The game is good. It has its ups, its downs. Many things can be improved. But Blizzard, this is not it. This is definitely not it right here. Decreasing the density, especially in the loot caves, when all the rest of the dungeons are, pretty so-so. Look, we're always going to find a way to make things more efficient and more time efficient, okay? There's no sense in you doing this kind of extra, gobbledygook for this right here. It's absolutely not necessary. It really isn't. I would just say give us back our loot caves. If not that, increase the density of hill tides, increase the majority of the mobs or something like that. I understand fixing, I understand correcting things and you staying true to your motto, but however, you must understand there is a better way of doing there will always be a better, more effective way of doing things. We're going to find that regardless of what you do. But honestly, you need to have a seat, sit down, drink some water, talk to Jesus, talk to Buddha, one of the two or the third, universe, source, whatever you need to talk to. But just know that there's always going to be a much more better way of doing things and we're going to find a way. Just simply give us back the loot caves that exists, keep them in high, high level areas. So the lower level people have to actually grind to get to these things right here and, maximize their time and get the loot out of these dungeons because like come on, like at most now I just log onto the game, sit there for like 15 minutes and I'm like, oh, this is kind of inefficient. I can be doing other things. I don't want to do that. This is a relatively new game. This is a new game, not relatively, it literally is a new game and I really want to immerse myself in it as much as I can. Or to complete the story at level 60, getting my gear, and I want to start melting mobs and make my way to World Tier 4. Because World Tier 3 is kind of fun. It's pretty fun. But you're kind of making it much more longer than it needs to be. And I understand people are hitting these goals far too easily. Reaching 100 far too easily. But understand this, Blizzard, respect our time. Look me in the eyes when I'm telling you this. Respect our time. You're not that girl. You're not even that guy. You're not even that they them. You hold the water to that person right there, okay? You know of them. You are not them. Know your place when it comes to that right there. Literally. There are much more other things you can be doing in order to, better the game. The game is good. The game is great. But doing this right here is not it. It's not where you need to be. We're here. Okay, we're here. You're all the way over there. You're on Mars with this right here. Please, please. For the betterment of mankind, give us back the loot caves. Okay? It's fun. It's great. People are getting good XP because we're going to go from here. Like, the dungeons are going to be pretty boring. And then, like, we're going to do nightmare dungeons. Of course, I understand. People will probably do those to, like, level up the sigils or whatever. Haven't done Nightmare Dungeon before. Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's on the table to do. But haven't done that yet. But now I'm kind of being forced to do Nightmare Dungeons instead of, going in there and just effectively getting my gear before I go and then tackle the Nightmare Dungeons and then just, breeze through them. This kind of adds a little bit of, sauce that wasn't needed. It's kind of a turd in the punch bowl, if you will. Pardon me saying that. But yeah, you kind of just threw a turd in the punch bowl by doing this. And it's nothing huge, it's nothing big, but it's like you're really disrespecting the time they're putting into the game. And you're really disrespecting our time because we could be doing other things as well. We just want to make sure we do things effectively and efficiently. And you're really not making that easy for us to do. We want to have some fun, play with the game. As long as people aren't going around the whole entire world like, what was it, druids? Like before you actually fixed it, they were immortal in PvP and didn't die. Fix things like that. Things like that. The power creep is going to happen naturally, but like, come on. There's better ways to do this right here. Increase the density. Allow for us to have like specific loot caves. Not every location has to be a loot cave, but at least make it more feasible for us to be able to maximize our time. The dungeon is there. Not everyone has to use it, okay? It's there. It's a tool to be used. And if people who want to be more efficient and effective with their grind want to go to those places, let them. And people who want to actually enjoy the dungeons and really want to get into its mechanics, then let them do that. But you at least need to let us have the option to be able to do this effectively because we always want to do things the right way the first time. And here you are just impeding progress. Again, there are better things to do. You have things to fix. We have things to have fun with, to critique, and to help you. Help us help you by giving us back the loot caves. There's much more better things that can be done. I assure you. Absolutely assure you. But honestly, it's sugar bear. Sugar bee. This just ain't it. It's not it. Just let us have this. Let us have our loot caves in an effective way of progressing and getting gear and climbing up the ranks. Because we're going to do it regardless. Just let us have this right here, and then we'll critique you and help you move through the things that actually need fixing. I can't think of what they are because I'm not really all that deep into this game right here, but like, come on now. I usually play this game for like 30 minutes and then I get back to doing other things, which is something, but I'm still putting time towards it. Whether it be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, and I know I'm a casual, but still, like, respect that time that each and every one of us is putting into the game. We could literally be just watching anime, drinking water, doing other stuff, but we're giving you the time of the day. Respect that. They're giving you the time. Is that thunder? Well, anyway, I will let you get back to doing what you're doing. Blizzard, you're doing a bit much. I will absolutely say that. But anyway, if you made it through this video, thank you for staying through and hearing me vent a little bit. Nothing too serious, but I think I just had to get that out there into the cosmos and just let that be known. We definitely need the loot caves and effective ways to actually grind mobs in the game and have fun, because if you're not having fun playing a game, then it's basically a job, which is called Black Desert Online. That's basically a part-time job. Anyway, thank you for staying and watching the video. Comment, do you want the loot caves back? Or do you not want the loot caves back? Let me know. Let's let the discussion go on. A little bit of discourse. Never heard anyone. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you later. Later.